Hello, and welcome to the Gaming Perspective Special E3 edition. So we're going to be going through all the conferences that are confirmed for E3, and we're going to be doing some predictions of what we think will be there, what we'll be getting states, and everything else. So in this episode, we will be talking exclusively about Square Enix and what they're going to bring on their E3 show. Just a small note, as always, you can support all the content that we produce on this channel over on Patreon at www.patreon.com/gamingperspective. We appreciate all your support, whether you support us there or just watch and listen to our content. We appreciate you. So for this series, I have my good friend and news editor for the Inner Circle Games Network, Mr. Samuel Tolbert.
Hey, how's it going, Nick? How you doing?
Oh, it's good. It's a Sunday morning. I'm hungover, and we're talking about Square Enix. So let's go.
It's the trifecta.
It's the perfect trifecta. So we're going to talk a little bit what we expect to see from Square Enix. How we're going to do this is we're going to go back and forth. Sam's going to do a prediction. I'll do a prediction. And if we have matching predictions but with different outcomes, say we don't agree on a window, we'll discuss that and we'll talk about that. So I'm going to let Sam go first. So what is your first prediction for Square Enix this E3?
So it's going to be painfully obvious that Final Fantasy VII Remake is there. That's not a prediction. That's not fair. Okay. However, I think they're going to talk in depth. They're going to, give some details on the gameplay mechanics, have the game directors talk about their experiences, have Nomura show up or give a pre-recorded video, either one, of, how things have been going, what they're doing, reveal the design of certain characters like Tifa. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes over either way. And I think they're going to unveil a release date or release window, rather, of spring 2020.
Very interesting. I've got Final Fantasy VII Remake on my prediction list as well, but on a slightly different note, I feel like it's going to release fall 2019, even though tons of things have pointed to the otherwise. I just don't see them releasing that State of Play trailer and then releasing another trailer at E3 to not release at least the first episode of the game in 2019. It seems almost like too much of a tease, seeing as this was first revealed back in 2015. It seems a little bit overkill, but it's Square Enix, so it's hard to predict where that might fall. So we got Final Fantasy VII Remake. Sam says 2020. I say 2019. We'll see who falls in, and we'll find out we're both wrong. It'll be 2023. So I'll go next. This one's a really small one. I think it kind of makes sense. Kingdom of Hearts 3 DLC content reveal. We all know there's going to be post-launch content for Kingdom of Hearts 3. It's one of Square Enix's most successful games right now. I think it's either second or third best-selling game this year. So it's been a big game for them. So I definitely see them continuing with post-launch support. I'm interested to see what the DLC will contain. I haven't played the Kingdom of Hearts 3 yet. It's on my long list of games I need to play. But I definitely think we'll see some DLC content there. I think that's a pretty no-brainer in terms of what to expect. So, Sam, what is your second prediction?
That's fine. I'd agree with you. But that's not my prediction. Mine is that we haven't heard hide nor hair, and then we have seen nothing of a game called Babylon's Fall that Square Enix teased last year, coming from Platinum Games. And I think they're going to maybe not blow the lid off on it, but definitely show up with another trailer. Give us some more information on Babylon's Fall.
I completely forgot about this game. And when I say I completely forgot about it, I don't mean that I forgot that it was being made or anything. I couldn't remember what it was called and who was ahead of it. So yeah, I did actually forget about the game. I knew there was a game that I couldn't remember, and it's the Platinum Games one. And man, does that studio like to take on a workload.
Yep.
They've got Astral Chain, they've got Babylon's Fall. I have a tendency to agree. They've got to show more of that game, I think. I don't think there'll be a release window for it, though.
No, I would agree with you there. It's too early. For a release window.
I definitely think we'll see more. And if I remember the E3 trailer correctly, it looked very interesting, as most Platinum games do, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll just have to wait and see on that one. I think that's a really good one that people may have forgotten about. So that's awesome. And my final one, unfortunately, Square Enix's conference, it's kind of hard to predict because they're a very tight company in terms of what leaks out. And also, they've got a lot of projects that we've heard about, but we haven't necessarily seen. And my final prediction for Square Enix is all of these things. I think we're going to finally see the Avengers game reveal. And
when was that thing? I'm sorry, but I'm going to interrupt you. When was that thing first announced?
2017?
Right, but when in 2017? Was it February or was it March? It was before E3, right?
Yes, they teased it before E3, and everyone thought we were going to get a trailer at E3, and then we've never seen anything.
Then we thought we were going to get a trailer at E3 2018. Then we thought we were going to get a trailer at the Game Awards.
Yeah, it's interesting because I really thought this game would come out before Endgame.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that would have been the perfect marketing opportunity. I'm really surprised they let that slip.
I'm really surprised they let that slip, and that's why I'm thinking they're going to reveal this game, and this game comes out 2020. Because
you think it comes out 2020?
Yes, I wholeheartedly believe it has to come out in 2020 because the thing is like we're heading into another phase of the Marvel universe now, from my understanding, and everything else. But it seems like if you wait too long, like people aren't going to lose interest in an Avengers game. But to get that casual appeal hype, it would be almost, if you wait too long, you're going to miss your opportunity.
See, that's why I'll go ahead and give my prediction. Yes, the Avengers game will be shown off. It has to be this year, but I don't think it will at all. I think that is a cross-gen game coming out in 2021. I don't think that's a 2020 game at all. Cross-gen 2021.
You think they and see that I'm going balls to the wall, so to speak, with the 2020 window, and I really shouldn't for the simple reasons we actually haven't seen this game. Like literally, all we have is a title card.
Yeah.
This is like Metroid Prime 4 all over again. For all we know, this game could be stuck in development hell, and they don't have a trailer yet.
It's possible. It's possible. I know Crystal Dynamics, the developers. I mean, they were the main studio on this. That's why Eidos Montreal took over Tomb Raider, and they were the lead developers on Tomb Raider. But Crystal Dynamics set up a second studio, Crystal Northwest, specifically to support the development of this game. That was done mid last year, like August 2018, if I remember correctly. So they got to show it off this year, man. They've got to. If they don't show it off this year, something is horribly wrong.
And I hate knocking Square Enix as a company because, man, they make a lot of good games.
Absolutely.
But they have a terrible track record with completing games in a timely fashion.
Well, it's not even completing games in a timely fashion so much as they just announce them way too early. And that's why I say if they were going to be releasing it or marketing this game to coincide with Avengers hype, that ship has already sailed.
So you think that since this ship's already sailed, they might as well take their time and make sure the game's basically perfect?
Exactly.
I can get behind that. Did you have any other predictions for Square Enix?
No, honestly, they're easily going to be the shortest conference. I don't expect their conference to go over 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Is there anything in particular that you want to see from Square Enix?
It's way too early for another Tomb Raider game, as much as I do enjoy the Tomb Raider games. I've enjoyed those reboots. I hope Shadow isn't the last one. I hope they take a couple of years and then we get a new one. So with that in mind, the problem is anything else that I want from Square Enix is not realistic. They canceled the Final Fantasy 15 DLC that I wanted to see happen. That's not coming back. That Tabata left. He started his own studio at JP Games, so that's not going to happen. We're not getting another Tomb Raider game this early. It's way too soon. Shadow of the Tomb Raider isn't even a year old. And as much as I would love to see it, another Deus Ex isn't happening, and B, if another Deus Ex was happening, this is the worst time for it because it's going to get its lunch eaten by Cyberpunk.
Yeah. The only thing I want to see come back is Deus Ex, but I don't think it needs to come back yet. I think next generation, they need to take a look at that franchise and see what they can do in terms of innovating the game on next generation hardware. I think that's a game that could benefit from some of the capabilities that will come with next gen hardware.
Absolutely. But as a next gen specific title, you
next
don't rush it.
Yeah, don't rush it and wait a year till after Cyberpunk's out.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to release Deus Ex anywhere near Cyberpunk because the similarities will be way too hard. And Deus Ex, as great as a franchise as it is a very loyal cult fan base, nothing to what CD Projekt Red's following is.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm not really expecting any surprises. So if they surprise me and knock my socks off, I'm pretty happy. So we'll just have to wait and see what they can bring to the table. So this will conclude our predictions for Square Enix. So I hope you guys enjoyed these. If you guys have any predictions of your own, don't forget to throw them in the comments. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. I really appreciate you guys checking out the Square Enix predictions. We have plenty more prediction videos coming, so I look forward to sharing our thoughts with you guys more in those. You can find Sam the following. Sam, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Samuel Tolbert. That's Tolbert. And you can find everything I write on TickGamesNetwork.com.
And I thank Sam for his time of coming and joining me on this episode, and he will be in the other episodes as well. And don't forget, you can support our channel and content at www.patreon.com/gamingperspective. So I hope you guys enjoyed this predictions piece and tune in for our next set as well. Thank you so much.